Hey guys, I'm Captain Steve Williams, 1985 graduate, so a little bit after the Admiral, but I did my 30 years captain, started out as SWO, switched to Navy Special Operations, which on the board now is EOD Warfare. I'd like to introduce two more blue and gold officers from Area Zero, Captain Marty Martinez, and Commander Chris Valle. Okay, so normally I don't do this by notes, but I'm getting old. So I want to make sure I tell you what we're about. A blue and gold officer is a field representative for the admissions office. Field representative for the admissions office. Our primary mission is marketing. I happen to be, where Area Zero is Northern Virginia. There's an area coordinator who is selected by the dean to represent the academy in each of the areas. I'm a deputy area coordinator for Northern Virginia, and I do all of the outreach. So I want you to understand one of our most important missions as blue and gold officers is to find you, to come to you and to get you information. The other most important thing that you need to understand is we have three missions as blue and gold officers to work with the candidates. I'll call them mentoring, guidance, and advice. Mentoring, guidance, and advice. Let's jump to the interview and then I'll cover why that's important. Yes, we are the interview. It is mandatory, but that is important for you because we may be the only face of the admissions office that sees you. For a lot of your parents who might have served, an interview is an advocacy process. So anyone who served, whoever served on a promotion board. Promotion boards in the Navy, probably the fairest thing in the history of anything I've ever been a part of. You can never bring up negative information. You talk to what's in the record, but you speak good or well of whomever you brief in the tank. When we interview you, we're not looking for anything bad. We are an advocate. We are someone who's going to represent your best qualities to the board. But let me keep this very upfront with you. We're very fair. I have been a blue and gold officer for 30 years, and I still follow the script, right down the letter and what they've given me. Why? Because it's fair. Now, I can make it easy for you. The first question is, and always has been and will be for the next 30 years, why do you want to go to the Naval Academy? And if you stumble on those questions, we're there to help you through that process to understand. But you've heard before, we're looking for a lot of things. We evaluate on 6 criteria, and after the talk, I'm happy to talk to you about that. The next big thing I want to talk to you about is when do you contact your blue and gold officer? A lot of you folks have heard junior year, and that's when you're starting to apply to the academy. Hopefully you apply to summer seminar in January. That's for rising seniors. And that's when the Naval Academy admissions office starts to know who you are. That's when they start their record on you. Hopefully you understand that blue and gold officers are assigned to every high school. I'm in Northern Virginia. It's consistent across the country, assigned to every high school. And normally your college and career center, your counselor should know who your blue and gold officer is. When do you contact your blue and gold officer? So I've done this for 30 years because it's one of the most gratifying things I've ever done. I have met with young people as young as 13 years old, 7th grade, started mentoring them through the process all the way to graduation. That's the youngest. Had one person I mentored at 12, she's a 6th grader, and probably the most articulate 6th grader I ever met at a college fair. But she decided she got a better offer her senior year and went somewhere full scholarship to some Ivy League school. I don't know how we lost her, but I think they were paying all the things and she was just an outstanding candidate. So you meet your blue and gold officer, you make contact as early as you possibly can, even as early as the middle schools. Let me answer a question that may be on your mind. What if your blue and gold officer doesn't want to meet with you? What if your blue and gold officer says, well, I'll start talking to you your junior year? So the thing about a blue and gold officer is we are trained by the Naval Academy on site to a standard, okay? We are all trained to the same standard. That means all blue and gold officers are proficient and good at their job. Some blue and gold officers, however, have more time and the ability to commit more to working with their candidates. In Northern Virginia, if you are not a junior, if you're a sophomore, whatever, freshman, you can contact our area coordinator, Jim Ripley, and get his number. It's online. Wait, for you Virginia people, I'm going to drop a phone number on you. You can contact your area coordinator. He will contact someone, a blue and gold officer, to reach out to you no matter where you are in that cycle, or he'll handle it himself. Okay, next and last question, because I don't want to go too long. You're probably wondering, well, what if I just don't meld with my blue and gold officer? What if I just don't get the right vibe, even though this is an advocacy type of program? Here's my advice. You have admissions counselors, 2 are in the back. They may not see you, the blue and gold officer does, but the admissions counselor is a person advising you through the process. If you're not vibing with your blue and gold officer, contact your admissions counselor. Please do that. If you're in Area 0, Northern Virginia, contact the area coordinator. It doesn't mean that your blue and gold officer is not at a standard. However, if you seek to be reassigned, if you need a blue and gold officer you can vibe with better, very frequently you'll get me. I don't know if that's a good thing. We do it a long time. But we will reassign you. We want to ensure that you are getting the best we can provide, and we're the best face of the Naval Academy. Last thing I want to say, because I didn't go too long, I think. I'm doing well. I will be here as late as you want, except at 20:30, that's 8:30 for you who have not taken the oath. I have to go buy a nutcracker in the ship's store. Because my sister collects nutcrackers, Admiral, and you got brand new nutcrackers, and they are awesome. So at 20:30, I do have to purchase that nutcracker. So let me do a quick review. Blue and gold officers, we're the only face that of the Naval Academy who might see you. We're an advocacy interview. The interview can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. We follow a script. There are 6 components of that script. Meet with your blue and gold officer as early as you can. That is my advice. If your blue and gold officer only wants to work with you starting your junior year, that is possible. Once you apply to something called Summer Seminar when you're a rising senior, that may be the case. The Naval Academy is looking at you at that point, as well as if you're an underclass, you apply to summer STEM programs. If you're in Northern Virginia, speaking for a fact, no matter where you are, you can always find the area coordinator's contact information, email online. Those of you in Northern Virginia, my name is Captain Steve Williams. Now you can write it down or put it in your phone. Captain Steve Williams. I'm the Deputy Area Coordinator for Outreach. My cell number is 703-953-4215. That is my cell. If you cannot find a blue and gold officer, if you don't know who your blue and gold officer is, text me first, because I don't answer if I don't know who you are, and I will help you. That is a promise. If you are a very young person, do not contact me without a parent knowing you're doing so, okay? Everybody hear me on that? Make sure your parents know, but I will help you. Okay, so we're going to be in the back. We're happy to answer questions. I think I've covered the things that I wanted to talk about blue and gold. Hopefully there are no mysteries behind that. And please come to one of the 3 of us in the back, and we're happy to answer any questions you have and give you any advice we can. Thank you very much.